Welcome to another episode, actually the 5th episode of Tuff Talk. Today, this is a little sad day today. You know, one of the young guys, rest in peace, Quad, you know, from down South Philly. He was a positive businessman, you know, somebody that, you know, changed his life around and wanted to bring some good food to the community, and he was slain this morning. You know, may he rest in peace. Don't know the circumstance, none of that. But the thing is, when we get our lives together, we can't be accessible like that. We have to get our lives together, set our stuff up, man, and service the community the best way we can. We got to get away from the old us, the old friends, the real niggas, the street niggas and all that, man, and just be different. Because you showed your difference. You showed that you're different by making the choice that you made, starting your own business, going to school, being an entrepreneur. Whatever you accomplish in your life and that's different from what you used to do or different what other people do, you show that you're different. You show that you got courage to be different. You showed that you a superhero like me. You showed it. So now don't make yourself so accessible to the people. Stay away from that crap. Rise above it. Leave alone mediocre people and grab on the greatness, man. Now enjoy this show. Me and my man Waddle 267. Just like that. I'm going to take his joint. Good morning. Welcome to another episode, the 5th episode of Tuff Talk.
Tuff Talk, right here, man.
Today, I don't even have to introduce who this is.
Now, I'm going to introduce who this is. This is my man, Big Snoop from the prison yard. That's who this is. This is Tuff Talk. This boy right here, what I love about him is he had the physical appearance to be tough in prison, but he was one of the most respectable cats in prison, and that's what makes him so thorough. He wasn't trying to lean on nobody or further or advance his positioning in prison with the way he looked. And he could have done it. He could have got his thing off. He could have listened. He could have really but he was just always respectful to people. He was always, man, like, and I know you saying to yourself, big guy like this, respectful in jail, that sounds oxymoronic. But no, he just was a respectful dude, man, that really and was able to connect with people and always on the information journey. He was always looking for new information. Right, but who got this book? Oh yeah, I'm gonna holler at him, and you know I don't know him, but I'm asking about, can I read that book, or who doing this, or whatever. So he was always just trying to help people. So I'm happy to be here on Tuff Talk with my man Big Snoop, man.
Yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing, man. You know, brothers giving back. You know, my man at a certain pinnacle in his life that we knew he was going to be. But you know why? Because he believed in himself.
Yeah.
One thing that we, even in our situation in prison as juveniles, growing up to be young men in prison, we still had hope.
Yeah.
No matter how many times we were sitivated, no matter how many poor decisions we made since being out here, but we taking that and grabbing onto our bootstraps, man, and stepping up into greatness. Yes. I think we're beyond greatness, man. Yes. I mean, this man done conquered something beyond greatness to me. Mm-hmm. This is my guy. This is I'm going to say my mentor as well. I learned from him, we learned together, and we out here putting that work in, man, bringing that message to the people that you can make it. Try to be a beacon of light to inspire hope in y'all, man. So we can have a good conversation and tune in and pay attention.
Yeah, pay attention, man, and you can learn something, man. Let's get busy, man.
So, man, how you feel about the success of your show, man?
I'm just thankful. Like me, I'm a real, you know me, I just want to laugh all day. See, for a lot of people that don't know me, like Snoop know me personally, I just want to trip out all day. I'm a real live jokester, comedian type boy. And I just be thankful that people would even take the time out of their day to watch what we got going on, to come into our life and realize we just like you. We the same thing like everybody else. You know, everybody got that cousin or that friend or, you know what I mean, or that brother, and they just trip all day. That's all we do is just trip and just speak truth through our, I guess, comedic edge or whatever, and just put it out there. So I'm thankful that anybody will even watch us, enjoy us, and allow us to be a part of, what they got going on and what they want to see.
No doubt.
I appreciate it. Like, I'm thankful for that.
No doubt. One of your episodes I was watching, right? And you said something that struck home to me, but I don't know if society really understand what you were saying. You know, you said that in prison we had to transform our mind and go insane just to deal with the insane things that's going on in prison.
Yeah, I see.
And then you had to come home and now be normal.
Yeah.
How do you reach that normalcy after going insane?
Like you know how it is when you first get to prison. It's like you're gonna do some things, you're gonna see some things, and you're still walking into prison with your normal mind as a human being. You're a human, so you looking at things on that aspect until somebody run into you and give you the game. Like I did, an old head gave me the game and said, you know, basically told me, now you got to go insane in order to stay sane. So it's gonna be things that you're gonna see that when you first walking into prison, you might be like, damn, oh, this person got raped, or this person got stabbed, and you might see it, and you might go back to your cell, and you might be like, oh shit, but that just happened, because you still thinking with your conscience like that's wrong. But when you go insane in prison, it ain't no such thing as wrong when you see violence happen, when you see somebody get taken advantage of, when you see somebody violated, when you hear things that might don't align with your approach to life. When you go insane, that shit just become normal now. It just become normal, and it just be like, all right, cool, this is happening. And but it's a process of you gotta go crazy through your whole time in jail in order to deal with the crazy stuff that's going on. And then when they telling you it's about time to go home, you gotta really deprogram yourself in order to reprogram yourself in order to approach society and to see things back normal. And it's real crazy, because at that moment you become scared, because now you're trying to figure out, oh, I'm ready to go home, but you still in your mind is still on jail time. You still on jail shit. So you like, damn, I gotta go back home. You got all these fears of freedom. You know, it's a fear of prison, but you got all these fears of freedom of, damn. Now it's like all these years I done told my grandma, my mom, or my you know, the mother of your child, your wife, your kids, your aunt, your sister, whoever, you told them, you made all these promises of, I'm gonna be this, I'm gonna do this, I'm doing this different, I'm not gonna do that, I'm not. And then you start seeing flaws in yourself and saying, damn, I'm really this perfect person. And I told them, I know that's my intention is to be that person, but did I become that person yet? So now you sitting here, you like this, you like, shit, I'm ready to go home, but you scared to death. You scared like you going to prison for the first time, leaving prison. So you just like, and then you finally get the papers and you driving home, or you on the Greyhound bus, somebody come to get you, and like all this pressure on you, and everybody's like, the world is looking at you. People that you don't never met in your life is like, everybody looking at me like they know I came from prison. They looking to see how I'm gonna perform. They looking to see if I'm gonna win. They looking to see if I'm gonna lose. So it's all this pressure on you. And if you're not strong, that could break you down. So a lot of times when people come home from prison, they family be trying to figure them out. No, a person trying to get it together. Like they trying to, you be like, damn, you ain't doing nothing, or you seem like you stuck. And you see, I done heard people family telling this, and I'm like, no, you got to be patient with them. They're trying to process all this shit they just seen. Like they just went through years and years of sleeping in the bathroom with another, where you got to smell your celly feces, and you got to be in this cell standing for count in the yard and all this it's just a lot of crazy shit, to now get out, go out there. And it's not like a lot of the system prepare you to go home. There's a lot of things you don't know. You don't know how to do technology. You don't know a lot of shit, because you come out here, you're like, damn, pressure, all the stuff I told my people, trying to fit in with what's going on out here, trying to understand what's going on out here and not get lost. And at the same time, during my time in jail, my 10, 15 years in jail, I seen 10, 15, or 7 people get stabbed. You know what I mean? I heard about 3 to 7 people getting raped. I seen people get hit in the heads with weights. I had people that died in my family. I might have been on medication during the journey. So you got all this shit mixed up with, now I'm back in society, I gotta get a job. Do I have communication skills? Do I know how to communicate and articulate myself in order to be able to get this job? You know what I mean? Or do I just go to the job with an application and just wait, and hopefully they call me? If they don't, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to go to the job and say, here go my application, this is my story. If you give me a shot, you won't regret it. And tell them about your story. Be transparent about your journey. Tell them the skills that you could bring, or the value that you could bring to them, and be like, this is what it is. Can you do that? A lot of people can't. So you got all this shit going on in your mind, and then you gotta, you know what I mean? You trying to figure out, you got the pressure of everything you told everybody. You living with your family, so you just trying to, and then at the same time, you got all this shit going on, but then you might see your homie, and your homie slinging and banging. He got that work, or he busting moves, and you like, if I get with him, all this shit could go away. I could go back to my easy, normal life of, getting me a couple of dollars, selling some drugs, or busting a move, or doing a robbery. I could take care. I get my own spot. I could take care of my daughter, my niece, and so it's so much going on, and at the same time, you got all this shit going on in your mind. You never thought about talking to a therapist and none of that. So you got to deal with all that shit through that whole journey, through everything you went through, and then now you got these options. You can get with this and you get with that. You keep trying to go to these places to get a job, whereas though you don't know how to articulate your journey, and by you not knowing how to articulate your journey, they not going to be able to understand. They just going to be like, no, we got to whatever. Or I could go get with my man. They got the package, give me some money, and it's on, and it's back to, and it's just easy. So it's deep, man. That shit deep.
Hey, listen, I told y'all the conversations that you never heard. Now, this is the transition of a returning citizen. This is the mindset going into the mind of your family member, your brother, your uncle, your father, your cousin, her or him. This is the mindset of a returning citizen. So we got to be careful with the pressures that we put on them. You know what I mean? This is what he just said. Be careful with those pressures, because the pressure break pipes, man.
Yeah.
And that's why the recidivism rate is so high. Trying to adapt out here, having couple skills to adapt out here. You know what I mean? But like I said, this show, I'm going to bring you people that been there and done that and moving on. We're putting that in our past. It's like I wear like a badge of shame, and I wear this Big Snoop Tuff Talk like a badge of honor.
You better.
I mean, I had the audacity to be able to just sit down and have conversations with people and give the world conversations they never heard.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why it was important for me to get you on here, because I knew that you were going to give me the unadulterated truth about your return to society.
Yeah. And it was just like my return. It was like, I'm thankful to be able to have a grandma where I could go stay in a middle room. It's sad that when I was in the process of making parole, the first time I got denied, then the second time, because the first time I was trying to go to a halfway house, but they was like, no, we want people to try to go to their homes. I didn't have nowhere to go at first. So what happened is, rest in peace to my aunt, she wound up dying in the room that I went home to, my Aunt Ruby. She had a heart attack. So I was able to make parole to there, went there. Had a bed the same size. It was thicker, but the same size as the mattress we had, a twin size bed in prison. And I was happy than a motherfucker. But there's a lot of people that don't have nobody to go home to. I was able to, have my brother buy me some stuff to come home and, I was able to have a family member to get me a phone, sister. So it was like, you sit back and you just be like, oh man, I'm blessed. So, and I'm the type of person where I don't do no complaining, and I'm also a grinder. I know how to grind. I know how to make things happen, and that's what I did. I started selling my shirts when I first came home. Started selling my shirts, because I knew that a lot of people wouldn't be doing what I was doing. 37-year-old man coming out of prison, he taking shirts, putting slogans on them, and selling them hand to hand. I knew we live in a world and a society that was too cool to that, so I ain't had no competition. I just had to go out there. Oh yeah, I went out there every day.
Facts.
And I lived within my budget. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was eating at the Chinese store every day. You see what I'm saying? Because that was my budget. I wasn't trying to eat somewhere else. And no, I know I could pay for something and get these 10 scallops and this fried rice and the beverage and be cool. You see what I'm saying? So it was like, all right, I'm gonna do that. And but I also see the brothers that come home that got the thousands of dollars in restitution for their crime. They got the court costs, and the parole people was trying to tell them you got to pay this. I didn't have that. I came home. I had like $250 something in court costs. That's it. That's all I had to pay. I ain't had no restitution, so paid that, and I didn't have to worry about this stuff. So it was like, but you got a lot of people that's doing it. They come home, they ain't got no family. A lot of this world is a place that they totally lost, because they like, this world is something I never can imagine. This is some shit you think of on a space movie. On like Star Wars, it's like, whoa, this shit is like, I went to jail in the 80s. A person went to jail in the 80s, come on in, it's like, I ain't get people, families done died off, they ain't got nothing, so they just coming back like, so now it's like, damn, man, let me escape the reality of this shit that's going on, let me get high, or let me go try to do what I always knew how to do, crime. So it's a lot, and there's nothing for no programs a lot of times for dudes to come home and land on. They can say, listen, this is what we're gonna do. We're going to help you get housing. We're going to help you get a little clothes. We're going to help you get a job. We're going to help you, sign up to get whatever funds that you need in order to operate out here. We're going to help you get your identification. So a lot of that shit is not in place. So now it's like, damn, man, I'm out here. I'm alone. What do? I don't know nobody. Most of the dudes I know, they dead. Most of my homies dead. Family members dead. So it's like, you got all this stuff going on, and it's like, what do? You're like, shit. I gotta bust a move, and then next thing you know, this same person that didn't have all these resources, they come home. I mean, they back in jail and they comfortable. They go back to jail, get with their boss, try to get their old job back, or you know what I mean. You have a rapport with the inmate deploying, get your job back, get on the old block you was on. You see what I'm saying? Get on the old block you was on, and then it's game time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of the day, it's like, and you comfortable with that. You see what I'm saying? You comfortable with that. So it's like, fuck it. You know what I mean?
We're gonna touch back on this, man, after our commercial. Welcome back to Tuff Talk. I want to pick up where we left off at. I think that, you know, like a lot of time we put work in. You know, we put work in prison. Like we prepared ourselves to come out here for that next step. You know what I mean? After coming up short the first time, there's no coming up short a second time, bro. And we prepared ourselves. We knew we learned a lot about everything. I mean, a little bit about everything. I mean, so when we came out here, opportunities going to open. That's what we try to tell them, men. Prepare yourself while in prison. To get out. It's like basic training. Prepare yourself, learn something. Learn everything you're going to learn.
Learn something. Read.
You never know. I never thought I'd be sitting here interviewing you. I mean, I never thought that. It wasn't in my trajectory. I didn't plan it. When it came about, I can speak. I'm not scared. I was grinding and putting the work in. Why not talk to my people? I mean, so I think that preparation on their side should be more talked about, because we're going to come on these different shows and platforms and let y'all see that it's possible. It's possible if you plan correctly, you can come out here and be successful in whatever your lane is. See, we don't have a lane. We don't have a lane. Any lane is our lane. This is our mindset. That's the mindset of great people. Any lane is our lane, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
You grind.
Opportunity come your way, you're going to know how to do it.
I know how to navigate anyway.
Exactly.
My shit go, woo, 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 woo. You know what I mean? That's what it's about with me, man. I'm just, but like you said, it was a lot of preparation. And it wasn't just about we read books. We used to, meet at the gym, give each other, yo, check this out, Snoop. You're like, damn, that joint, check this magazine out, this, that, because I was one of the dudes that had a lot of books and magazines in jail, and I used to just read all types of stuff. And I would always, I don't care what I read. I was not one of the people that read something and know some information. I wanted everybody to know, like, yo, look at this shit. Like, to where I'll beat you in here, yo, you read that shit yet? Oh, I'm gonna read it, man. I'm telling you, read it. I'm telling you, look how sweet it is. So it was like, I was one of the people that was always preparing, but it wasn't just about reading and us reading. It was about my intentions was to do right when I get out of here. No matter what, I said, I got to do right, because I can't be doing this jail shit, man. And it's like, I'm wasting years and years and years and years of my time on some bullshit. So it was like, I just got to get out here, and that was my intention. I said, I'm gonna get out here and I'm gonna stay loyal to what all the plans that I put forth for myself, even when that shit don't go right. See, it'd be like a lot of times we say, oh man, I done it. Well, at least I tried it. Fuck it, I'm going back to this. It was like, no, I tried it, I failed. All right, let me figure out how to do this a different way. But I got to keep going until it pop off the way I needed to pop off. And that was real important to me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, some people don't have the strength and they don't have that willpower and that determination and that dedication and that discipline to say, I'm going to stay down on this shit and believe in it. Because
you had a bunch of people that didn't believe in you, right?
Man, shit, man. People thought I was crazy, man. Coming out of prison, telling people, no, crime ain't where it's at. That ain't cool. No, bros, it costs too much to be a criminal. Don't wait until it's too late. People looking at me like, oh, he funny as shit. He tripping. You know what I mean? Because you don't know. You just used to people telling you this is what it is, man. The street game is everything. You see what I'm saying? And I wasn't telling nobody. And what was so good about me, I was telling you, if you already in the game, you feel as though you want to operate out of law and bust your moves, more power too. Because I can't substitute what you got going on with no income, whatever. Cool, let's do your thing. But I was just telling people, like, listen, man, if you're not in this game, or if you want to listen to this and I grab your ear for a minute and you might want to get out because you feeling like this might not be the route for you, you can't deal with that jail time, and you saying to yourself, if I get locked up, I can't do 10, 15 in my life. This ain't for you, because you're going to wind up taking somebody away from their family because of the shit you done and you can't do it. Like, so you playing the game that you ain't supposed to be a part of. So that was my main thing too. Also, like, yo, man, get up out of here. You know you ain't built for this. And telling the dude that might be the leader or might be the dude running the crew, like, yo, there's 10 of y'all, how many, you know how many people are gonna get down on you? Do the math, do the research of how many times 10 went down, or how many times 5 or 6 people went down, how many told, who was standing about, you know. So it was about that, and it was about that young kid. Like, my main thing for real is about the kids. If you're an adult, if you my age, if you old, I ain't really trying to, like, I'm worrying about the babies and giving them some game, because they gonna listen. All these other dudes, everybody, man, I'm a street nigga, I'm a real, all right, cool, keep being tough, keep being real, keep being cool. I ain't got nothing to do with you, bro. But I'm gonna look out for your babies when you go to prison. I'm gonna put some game on them. Facts. And I'm gonna try to create resources for them, because you got to figure it out. But what you need to do is figure out the conversation that you gonna have with your babies when your baby going to graduation, or your daughter, you heard she got pregnant or whatever, and she's still young. You better get your conversation together, Slick. Get that shit together, because you gonna be somewhere, and you better hope that you will be able to be living to have that conversation from jail, because you might be dead. Mm-hmm. So my whole thing, I'm worried about your babies, man. I'm gonna take care of the babies for you, and I'm gonna try to position myself so I can get in the position where as though I can spend my influence and be able to get with corporate America, get with industries and corporate people and resources to be able to say, oh, you Wallow, or what you want to do? This is what I want to do. I want to build the school for these kids. I want to get them this, to get the funding for this, for that, and the third. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get in position and get strong enough out here, whereas though I can spend my influence to help them little babies that didn't listen, that's growing up, and everything that I didn't have that I wish I could have had in this day in technology. I want to be able to supply them with this stuff in order to make them stronger. See, you could give money, you know what I mean, and a lot of athletes, to a lot of artists, entertainers out there. You know what I mean? You know, a lot of times you think, oh, you thinking about money when you're thinking about doing something for your community. You don't got to spend a dime. All you got to do is tap into these brands that you got deals with, the people that respect you, that's in powerful places, and that's called spending your influence. That's called, now you can say, okay, I got to deal with Nike, or I got to deal with these people. Oh, Nike, you Dell Computers. Listen, I want to build this technology center. Could y'all help me with this? Yeah, we ain't got no problem partnering up with you. What you need? I need a building. I need it done up. I need to pay the contractors to do it up, and I need this for the kids. I need all these computers. I need this. I want to teach them how to do this and that and third. Boom. All right, go to these universities that's all in the city of Philadelphia or any city that you went to. Excuse me, Professor so-and-so, they're not a code or not a teacher. Can I get some time? Can you volunteer some time? Or can you direct me to some people, connect me with some people that can volunteer some time?
I want to say something before I lose my train of thought. Everything that you're saying right now is already being done.
Yes.
New option, new opportunity.
So that's the lady right there.
The thing is, a famous rapper from my city posted, you know, we should build schools for our children and educate our children. You know, the children is important. And I commented like, yo, bro, February, NOMO is going to be open up a school for our children. 3 dudes in prison had an idea. Mm-hmm. Now we're going to open up a school for our children in South Philly, 26 in Tasker, No More Academy. And we already got computer coding. We got a guy from California, Legend. My folks from California coming in. He's going to do the computer coding with him. He worked for Nike. Now he's vice president of design for Playboy. I mean, because they're getting into the tech world. You know what I mean? But he's going to teach the kids how to create the apps.
Yeah, he's a legend.
And he's going to bring Nike. We're trying to get Nike to endorse it so we can give them a pair of sneakers.
See that?
It's called Code for Kicks. This is where we taking our children. So we already in that direction. We got the computers already. We got the space. It's paid for. We got the keys. Like, and the thing is with us, we don't try to recreate the wheel. If we see somebody already doing it, let's help them get it better.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying.
I like that.
Let's help us get it better, because it's your children. It's our children. And the thing is, I'm gonna ask your opinion on this. My humble estimation is, if we stop the children from 12 to 24, right? But we catch them at 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, like we got in our program, and we stop them from picking up the guns, stop them from shooting people, stop them from using the drugs, stop them from wanting to be thugs and gangsters and strippers. I think that we found the antidote against crime in our city.
That's major.
Like you said, I ain't worrying about you, cuz.
Yeah, you can be
a gangster, you can be real, you can be a street
but your
nigga.
baby, I'm gonna
holler at your baby
before
pick up a gun. I want to pick up a computer, a laptop, teach him how to make his own app. Get him into that tech world.
Yeah.
Because one thing about my cousin, he know about the tech world, and they paying so much money, and it's like 20 million jobs came up that's unfilled.
And you know what's so good about this is like, what's so great about this is when you do like this, it's easy because they already got this in their hand. Keep this in their hand so they won't grab the gun. You see what I'm saying? Be able to keep that in their hand. And I'm telling you this, you my brother from another mother. I'm gonna do everything within my possibility to get you any resources necessary in order to push this to another level. Like, people need to know about this. And once it's materialized, it need to be implicated in other places.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like the fact that you got 3 brothers that once was walking in prison, that was in the joint, out here doing this is everything. You know what I mean? And it's like, man, listen, man, y'all extraordinary for what y'all doing. These kids is blessed to be able to have that, because a lot of kids that go to your program, their fathers is gone.
Yes.
Their fathers in the penitentiary. You know what I mean? And some of these fathers just gave up on them.
And we supply them with the money and stuff to go see the fathers. We can't take them physically anymore until we get our vans, but we give them money for the food and the visit, the travel. You know what I mean? Just to keep the family ties together, because that's the other part of our program, PA FAT. Families and children together.
Yes. And I was in prison when that was created.
Exactly. So we still rocking that program out here, because it's important for the kid to go sit down and talk to their father or mother, because a lot of women incarcerated. I'm going to bring some women on the show to have this conversation too, because they go through a transition as well.
Yeah, it's deeper for a mother.
Yeah, man.
I mean, you got kids coming home, but it's like his brothers like y'all that's making it happen, and we got to try to we got to do our best to be able to,
like you too, because you inspire the people, man. You gave them the story.
Yeah, I had to and spin our influence, and just to be able to. Everybody's not going. Don't look at me. Don't look at Snoop. Don't look at other brothers that's making it happen and say, "Oh, they can make it happen." It's not always, because everybody wasn't impacted. People was impacted differently mentally during that journey. So, with me and you probably been able to endure mentally, and how we was able to deal with it, it ain't happened for a lot of people. Some people, we seen people flip out in a year. Be on medications, walk right by you, and you like, yo, so and so. You like, he look at you and keep moving. You like, that's my man. Nah, he's you coming on the block. His door wide open. He sleep on the bed, sleep on Cinequan. You like, damn, what's up? Ain't taking care of himself. He just walking like that. You already know. It'd be like zombies. You'll see somebody only time they body's activated through chow. You see them going to chow and back. They don't go to the yard. They go to chow, come back, and they just sleeping forever. You like, why is it? That Cinequan. That Cinequan was serious. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? And then you got the guy, you got to understand this. Then you got the people in prison that utilize the psychotropic medication as the get high. And it throw them off. They think they going to get a feel good. I don't know what it's supposed to feel like, but they in there thinking about the feel good, and at the same time, it's like, okay, I got the feel good, but you're super going now, because it'll mess with your mind. And you taking meds is meant for somebody that's supposed to be taking it for different reasons. But you using it as a get high tool, and it's knocking you off even more. So you got that. So it's at so many levels, and then this same person.
And they don't mind giving it to you because they control it.
Oh my God, they love giving it to you. That's what people don't understand. All you gotta do is go to the psych. They favorite joint. Oh yeah, I can't sleep. I'm having nightmares. They say, oh, you is? Okay, go to Medline tonight. They give you some shit, and then you know, it's Monday, they give it to you. You wake up Thursday. You got 3 write-ups for missing count. You don't know what's going on.
Never had a dream.
And you like, damn, where's so-and-so at? Man, you know he on them pill. You like, what?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's real crazy. And then you go through that whole phase. Like, you got people that spend a whole 3 years or 5 years getting high their whole time. And then it's time for make parole. They come home, they gone. And their family like, damn, what happened? Why you ain't learn nothing? Stop. Family members got to stop looking at people like me, like you, and just say that to you, because you don't know what your family member really went through. So you can't say why Snoop doing this or why Wallow doing this and why you ain't doing that. That's beating somebody up even more. Now they got more depression. So it's just like, that shit is crazy in jail, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy. It ain't no normal thing. Just the thought of it. Shit I seen, shit he seen, and how you gotta normalize crazy shit. And that's the insane part, because the insane part, when you insane, it make you normalize crazy shit. You looking at crazy shit like it's normal, and then you don't even dig that you crazy now.
Yeah, facts, man.
Like you, that's it's just some different shit, man. And it's hard to explain if you never experienced it. In different people experience of incarceration is different because some people was in county jail, they never made it upstate. Some people was in different prisons, you know, because me and Snoop in Pennsylvania, you got state correctional institutions, then you have penitentiaries. Me and you just so happen to be in the penitentiary. Dallas, greatest for which is penitentiaries, which is totally different. The penitentiaries is totally different from an SCI. Yeah. Because in a lot of the penitentiaries, there was a time where them the dudes have been in jail for 40 years, 35 years, 50 years. When the SCI and it'd be more control, but the penitentiary, you would see some shit that would say, go back to your cell. You'd be like, was it just a wedding in the yard? Mm-hmm. Did they just get married in the yard? Like they really had married, like they had somebody there with the Bible and all this stuff. They got married in the yard. You like, I don't know what's going on. You like, damn. And you like, damn. It just be a lot. And then you be like, damn, the dude just get stabbed like 17 times. Like, dude just didn't stop stabbing. It was blood. Did that just happen? And then you convince, like I said, you convince in your mind. First thing you gonna say, no, dude did some dumb shit. Yeah, he must have did some dumb shit.
You gotta make it normal.
We gotta make it normal now. Like, even though he got stabbed 17 times, you say to yourself, you normalize it when you say, man, he must have owed him some cigarettes. He's playing with that boy money. Mm-hmm. But even though motherfucker just got stabbed 17 times, and that's not normal shit. No, you saying y'all could, normal shit is y'all having this or y'all fight. But when a motherfucker stab you 17 times and you can witness as you walking by, or you see from across the yard or in the gym, and you see that anger that's just oozing out of this person, it'd be so much anger coming out of this person as they stabbing somebody. It's just like another body come out, and you just see that other body come out of that person, and they just like, and they cheering them on like, stab him some more. And it's like, it's really them, and it's like, that's how angry people be. And you see somebody there screaming, trying to get away, and you see what I'm saying? It's real. That shit, you know, it's real.
Real rap.
It's real.
It's what your family members seen and endured for years after years after years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's real, man. It's definitely real, man. I mean, but this tough talk is serious, it's necessary, and I'm glad you creating a vehicle for people to be able to understand the journey of the prisoner and the mind of a prisoner, and I'm talking about the whole process of it, from getting, you know, from when you running down that street and them cops catch you and they got you on the ground, they cuffing you, to throwing you in a paddy wagon. It's like you ready to go on a journey of your fucking life, especially if you ain't got no average one of us. We ain't got no lawyer money, we ain't got no bail money. It's fucking high. You had a gun. Mm-hmm. So it's like your bail money gonna be $200,000. Who got money to pay that shit? Right. So it's like you got to sit in the county, you got to get on the phone, try to get money to get commissary. Some of us ain't even calling our people about no lawyers. We're just gonna take the PD, and hopefully we get a good public defender that's gonna really defend us. And it's like you got to sit in the county jail for months, and then most of the time shit don't go right. And then you wake up, it's that morning come, you got your time, you sentenced to 5 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 40, 25 to 50, 30 to 60, or life.
That's the kind of time they're giving out now.
Or life. Man. And then you on that bus, you like, damn, my shit over with. It's over. What I'm gonna do? You ain't got no money for no appellate attorney. You trying to figure out how you gonna get some money to get you a TV. You're like, damn, I might could get $50 from my cousin. I know my aunt gonna send me some money. She always look out. I ain't asking for no money in a while. Damn, my one boy, hopefully he'll hook me up. But I gotta get me a TV. You trying to get comfortable because you just trying to lay in the bed, watch TV, and get you some commissary and just lay the pain away. Like, damn, I'm gonna be here for a long time. And you can't see. It be so long that you can't see. You know you got a release date, but you can't see that shit, Snoop. And you just like, I'm been to the point where though you start feeling like you in life because you be in there, you see so many people go home, you sit there like, I'm just doing my time. You like that shit. You be like, damn, I got 7 to go. I got 10 to go. I got 12 to go. And it's like you like, and then you saying you'll catch somebody tell you, man, you got to be grateful, man. That whole side of the block got life. And then you might have a little moment like, yeah, that's right, I'm gonna be going home one day.
Hey man, that's crazy because you just said that. Remember when Oskino first came through, right? I walked him down the block and I showed him all the numbers. Old head Lonnie and all them. Yeah, old head Lonnie had 50 years. Yeah,
old head Lonnie got 50
years. I said, you see this Oskino? That's 50 years in. That's 30 years in.
And you can tell by the numbers.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell by the numbers. He just blew his mind. He like, yo, they got all that time in for real.
You don't think nobody could be in jail that long?
Exactly. Then you sitting in the conversations and they still arguing about what was on 17th and Susquehanna back in 75.
Yeah, no,
like it's still there.
Like it's still there.
Like
that
it's
shit has changed 30 times.
30 times. But the thing is, man, I want y'all to understand that we're not just having a conversation about prison. We're having a conversation as a warning for you who never been there. Wake up call for you that's dealing with a returning citizen. We want you to understand what he going through, the process he going through or she going through mentally. Because it's a conversation you never heard. And again, I promised you that.
Man, you know, I just want to say, man, I'm glad that I could be here. I'm glad, you know, he would even call me or thanking me to come and share my story, share my journey, because we was in prison together. I'm humbled about that. And I'm just glad, like, once again, that y'all can hear the other side, because a lot of people, man, they just think you go to jail and you come home. They just think, oh, you was sitting in jail chilling, resting. Man, you got to deal with all types of shit in jail, man. And to be able to give y'all this information is very important, because I want y'all to have an understanding of what your family members seen and the trauma they went through and how to deal with them when they come back, to be more understanding, to be more patient with them, man. And if y'all could do that, things gonna be better, man. But once again, bro, I thank you for having me, man. Another edition of Tough Talk, man. Tune. Subscribe, like, comment, share this page with everybody possible that need to know this. Anybody you know that got a family member that's incarcerated, anybody you know that came home, share with them. And people that never been through this, even the kids, share it with them, man. Share it, send it around, text it, share it around, man. Thank you, man, for having me, man. It's just like that. Just like that. Thanks for tuning in. Watch another episode of Tuff Talk. Me and my man Wallow 267. We signing off. Big Snoop, just like that. Just like that. Okay. That was neat.